Hello, everyone, right here playing Farming Simulator 15 on Oklahoma. And yes, that message just popped up as I started recording here. But anyway, I was about to say one. This is normal, right? People cultivate under their ready to harvest crops. This is how you do the game, right? You plant your crops and then you throw a cultivator on it. Am I doing this right? Someone let me know if I'm doing this right or not. I think we got this right? So we got soybeans here that are ready to harvest. I believe we're harvesting them in the proper manner here this time. Got the Case 620 quad track with a Kuhn Kraus. Something. 5635 field cultivator running behind it. And then a rolling basket that apparently is not really... Actually, this really isn't more of a rolling basket. This is more like a rolling rolling compactor, I guess. I think that'd be considered a rolling compactor from the looks of it. Anyway, we got that being pulled behind it. Working on that here this episode. Yeah, of course, if you've seen last episode, everyone, slight oopsie. Okay, big oopsie on this field. We got it striped in sunflowers and soybeans, I think it was. Yeah, sunflowers and soybeans, everyone. We got it striped in. Oops. Yeah, oops is right. So anyway, we're getting that cultivated on it. Yes, Evan, I could probably harvest this. I thought about doing that. But it's like, we'll just keep it simple. Keep it simple. We'll just cultivate the mess under, be done with it, right? Anyway, back to this screen. We're still working on harvesting here yet this episode as well. We're getting pretty close to being done on some of these fields here. Almost done on this field. That's planting, by the way. That's not harvesting there. Field 1 is close to being done, and Field 2 is only about half done, isn't it? Field 2 is further along than that. But Field 2 might have been the one that got stuck. Had one of these fields that got stuck partway through that one, so that might have been the one. I'm not entirely sure. Also working on selling the last of the wheat here this episode. I seen it popped up a moment ago that silo was empty, but I'm not sure. Let's see what's here. Yeah, we didn't get that truck going. That one's empty. That one's full. That one's full. Okay, so we got a couple more loads to go in yet. We needed to sell this before... I think the price hasn't gone down yet, has it? Price says it is going to be going down, but it has not gone down yet, Evan. In fact, we'll have to try to remember here, Evan. We're about 18 minutes away from the top of the next hour. That price, Evan, will probably tank within that time. So once we hit 9 o'clock, Evan, that price I expect is going to plummet. And I do mean plummet, everyone. Again, the way it works with the economy in this game is just, it's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. So... we're not going to sell the canola yet. We'll wait until we're done harvesting that, which we're getting close to being done. I figure this episode, we probably can start replanting field. Maybe should we wait? Yeah, because the DB90s are like twice the width, aren't they? I was going to start planting field 6, which I guess if I start, I probably can, but I do want to get course by going on that as well, so we can have both of them going. What I probably should do, is actually maybe get another cultivator here and actually help clean that field up a little bit. That's right, modded items. Cultivators. I do have, actually under cultivators, I got some rather interesting ones. We got the old Great Plains soil conditioner. One of these, I think, fertilized. I mean, it could have been that one. I don't remember, but 2623 disc. I don't have the John Deere cultivator, do I? I thought I had the John Deere one. Well, we'll just grab another one of the red ones here. Oh, let's see. We'll reset that from the shop here. Right piece of equipment. I guess we got quite a few pieces of equipment out that way at this point. And you know what? I think the Magnum here should be able to pull that cultivator, right? Actually, probably real life, maybe not so much. But we're going to go with it. Should be able to pull it in the game, I would think. And yes, everyone, my apologies here. In case you can't tell, I am still stuffed up here yet. No idea what I have. No clue. I'm not sure if I've got something or allergies. It is allergy season for me, so... Yeah, unfortunately, it's that time of year, Evan. That time of year. Stuff starts to green up, and Randy's nose, eyes, throat have a serious disagreement with the outdoors. I like the outdoors, but, yeah, apparently those parts of me do not. Very, very much do not. I do like that both sides kind of don't fold out at the same time. Mod author definitely did a very nice job, I think, with the animation on this one. Actually, I would say the mod author overall did a really nice job with this one. This has been converted over to Farming Simulator 19 for anyone wondering. I don't know if it's quite maintained the same quality. Well, I guess in some ways maybe it has, everyone. It does need to be updated probably to Farming Simulator 19 standards. That would probably help immensely. I don't know that it has been, but that would probably help. Yeah, like I said, we just need to go through here, clean up some of these little missing spots here. Probably along the edge of the field, that we might actually be okay. Don't know if Force Play's missing anything over there now. We'll have to actually check that here. If it is, we'll probably want to run a pass up and down there as well as the other side. And some of this actually might have been left over from last time as well. I know we had a little bit spots left here yet. Even with the headlamp I did, everyone, we still actually ended up with some missing spots of field that needed to be cleaned up yet. I thought doing the headlamps here a couple episodes back, everyone would help. And I'm sure it probably did, but we still weren't as clean as I would have liked it to have been, just from the alfalfa and all the other crops that got planted on this field over time. Again, the hired workers, of course, but they just don't quite like that little bit of a turn right there. Okay, well, that looks pretty good to me. I will probably leave it at that for now. We'll see what Courseplay does once it gets over to this part of the field here. Yes, I probably spent what, $100,000 or something. How much was that cultivator? Didn't even look at the price. I mean, you look at the top corner. Oh, $58,000. That's cheap. Cheap. I mean, if you're looking up at the top corner there, everyone, I mean, we're not too worried about what things cost here in this game at this point. I don't think, are we? Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. Okay, we're gonna get that folded up. I could probably start planting some of these other fields, though. We might just do that. You know what? I'm gonna have to fill this up again, aren't I? Stop here a minute. I'll let that fold up. Okay. Yep. The entire contents of this setup here, are in the fertilizer tank. So we're gonna have to go run this over to. Actually, what I could bring the truck over here. Pretty sure this works for the truck. We'll just try that. Here we go, now it's saying the silo is empty. Must have had enough that it decided to sell that last little bit, even though it popped the message up momentarily, which is kind of weird. Okay, let's, we'll take care of this here a minute, then we'll grab the truck. Everyone, see if I can actually fill that with a truck. I think I can. Oh, I know sometimes things get a little derpy when it comes to filling up cedars like that. Especially from mobile trucks like that. Speaking of mobile trucks like that, I don't believe that's really something we've really got a whole lot of in Farming Simulator 19. Used to be fairly common to have supply trucks here in 15. Fuel and seed and fertilizer and all that type of thing, right? But don't know that they really exist so much in 19. I know we got a couple of them, everyone. Very derpy in usage from what I remember. I.e. very hard to even get them to work most of the time. I.e. they don't typically work, it seems like. Not sure if that's just the mod's fault, everyone, or limitations of the game in 19 that prevent those from working. Let's see. Hopefully all the trucks are just kind of like lined up one after another here, so we can just pull them out of here. There's not another truck there yet, is there? There should be, what, 5 trucks? We moved 3 of them here. Should mention as well, if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, you're welcome to do so. Again, the RDAllen TeamSpeak server information down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join us as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. We are playing on Farming Simulator 19 on the multiplayer servers there, by the way. Do not have any Farming Sim 15 multiplayer. Obviously, we did back in the day some good old maps like California and Pleasant Valley. I think it was just plain old Pleasant Valley back. That was Pleasant Valley Rivers as well, but I believe it was the original Pleasant Valley map. For those who remember that one. Original Pleasant Valley map and was it the fair or circus? I think it was the fair it was called, wasn't it? You had to get everything set up on the map, everyone. And once you got everything going and you brought all the various goods that were needed to the fair would start up. That was always kind of cool. We did actually accomplish that back in, let's see, there's one more truck in this one right here. Actually, you know what? That's perfect. Let him drive just a little bit further here. Yeah, that's good. I will take it from there. But yes, I'm in Pleasant Valley on Farming Sim 15. I think that's probably my favorite Pleasant Valley, or Pleasant Valley Rivers. Probably Pleasant Valley. The original Pleasant Valley, I think was probably one of my favorite Pleasant Valley maps. Just the overall setup and the way it worked, everyone. I thought it was really well done. Haven't played one in 19 yet. Everyone really probably should do that here before 19 wraps up. For those who never played, and again, I call it the Pleasant Valley map, so there's obviously more to it. Or different names, maybe I should say, than just Pleasant Valley necessarily, but they're like heavily based factory maps, like more than just farming, everyone. So for those who want to see more than just farming, definitely want to check out some of the Pleasant Valley maps. I know there's a 16x one here in 19. I probably, personally, I would not recommend playing on that one. Sorry to the mod author, but yeah, 16x map, that's stupid. Ain't no one got a computer that can play a 16x map. Actually, maybe I should rephrase that. The game is not capable of handling a 16x map. Let's put it that way. That's probably the more accurate way of describing that. Let's see. Oh, I was going to grab that pickup, wasn't I? So pickup, Route 9. Fuel on there. Not sure what that fill level is it shows on there. No idea. I have gotten this truck to work before, by the way, so it does work, everyone. Just sometimes the reliability of it working with certain mods, certain seeders, that's where the question arises. And hey, we're just going to cut across the field. I mean, we got the tires for it, I think, don't we? Looks like we're maybe missing some giblets under there. Yeah, definitely appears to be missing some giblets. I mean, isn't there normally a pumpkin in the back? Isn't one in the front either. Oh well. I guess differentials are overrated nowadays anyway, aren't they? Okay, let's see if that'll work here or not. Yes, it will. Excellent, excellent. Okay, then we'll see once if we get some fertilizer out of this here as well. Oh, those tires are spent. No, we're not going anywhere yet, tires. Just hold your horses. Just hold it down over there. Getting a little impatient here. We want to fill this up here first. Okay, that's already full. Oh, that filled up quick. And we'll top off the tank here as well. Slide her in. Okay, that's fuel. That's not quite what I was thinking. I was hoping for some fertilizer here. I don't know if that'll work or not. Let's try that. Nope. Still. Okay, this is probably the problem I remember. I couldn't remember what the problem was when I knew there was a problem with this. I couldn't remember what. I guess that's okay. We don't technically need fertilizer yet anyway. Yeah, can you believe it, everyone? It's still going to try to see the fuel number flickering. It's still trying to fill fuel. That far away. Oh, my goodness. Okay, fine. Fine. No fertilizer for me. This has long plagued the Farming Simulator franchise, everyone. And the reason I say it's long plagued it, everyone, it is still a problem in Farming Sim 19. This is a problem that has existed since Farming Simulator has probably existed. When you have multiple build types and a piece of equipment that will accept multiple fill types. Good luck getting the fill types you want, everyone. Good luck. It doesn't work. Giants really needs to pull their... Now, this is 15 of them, so, you know... Yeah, but even in Farming Sim 19 of them, this is still a problem. Giants needs to pull their out of their and get with the game here and realize there are multiple fill types that can potentially go into one vehicle or one piece of a... That's more than one piece of equipment there, but you folks get what I mean, right? That setup there can hold multiple fill types. This has multiple fill types on it. But thanks to Giants and their morbid stupidity, they cannot seem to comprehend even the basics of that. Wow, talk about some fast acceleration going backwards. Yeehaw. Or whatever that was. I wasn't sure what that was. That was kind of weird. I just like backwards there. Okay, let's see what's here. We got the... Yeah, we're doing oats again. Sure. Turn this setup on here. Let's get some GPS going. Turn on some auto width on that. Get rid of that offset. Which means I'll probably have to re-width this once we're going here. Yeah, 22.7. Yeah, we'll see what's here. Once we're straight, everyone. I've noticed, and this is a thing with the original, or what do you call it? The original GPS mod, everyone. Once you got your piece of equipment going straight, you typically would want to auto width it again. Yes, you know, we're down to 22.5. That way it would get a more accurate reading of the actual width of the piece of equipment. Well, I have to say, when I still do miss the original GPS here, just a nice clean interface, works really well. Not that the GPS in 19 doesn't either. I mean, 19 version of GPS works decent enough. Just, I don't know. Something about the old GPS. I still like the old GPS. And I could argue, Evan, that the old GPS here has more features. The only thing is, Evan, I typically don't use those features, so I don't know that it rightly matters. Yes, this GPS Evan does have like into the field capabilities, auto turn, all that good stuff. But for those who remember my original Farming Simulator 15, 17 series that uses the GPS, Evan, I basically never used that feature. Occasionally I would, but very rarely did I use that feature. So. Nope, we're going to run this fence. Okay. Not really that close. I could plan headland across here, but the only problem is the field is not done being harvested yet. So I'd rather not do that here. That's probably really what's though. Okay, we'll read a couple of comments here a moment, everyone. Jim was saying, great video as always. Keep up the great work. Really enjoying the series. It's amazing how well courseplay works in Farming Simulator 15 as opposed to 19. Yes, and I've said this many times before, everyone. Can't agree with Jim more on that one. And Thomas McConsole, again, for those of you who don't know, we're a little challenge here between myself and McConsole. McConsole, everyone has said the same thing as well. Amazing, everyone, how well courseplay worked back in Farming Simulator 15 here. Again, everyone, I had to fix... I don't remember what field it was. I had to fix one of these fields once, everyone. Other than that, I have not had to do with anything with any of these fields yet so far. Courseplay is just taking care of the harvest over there, which is just like, wow. I'm not... To be honest, I'm not used to that. I'm used to, you know, Farming Simulator 19 where you have to, like, constantly babysit courseplay and... Over here, I'm over here planting now, right? I don't have to take care of courseplay. Of course, once we go back to Farming Sim 19, hopefully we won't have to take care of courseplay then there either, everyone. I have no intentions of using courseplay once I go back to Farming Sim 19. We're hopefully going to stick with auto drive. We'll, of course, probably have to stick with courseplay for field work mode, everyone. Unfortunately, auto drive doesn't have that capability yet. But, yeah, for like all the rest of our hopefully advanced AI needs, auto drive. Auto drive is what Courseplay used to be back in Farming Simulator 50, minus the field work capability, I guess you could say. Back when Courseplay worked. Christopher saying good video and good morning. Thank you very much for that there, Christopher. Jack asked an interesting question here, and a good one too, I thought. He was saying, now that you've got millions of liters of both liquid and solid manure, are you going to get spreaders and sprayers? So yes, now that we got millions of liters of poop, everyone, are we going to do anything with it? The answer is absolutely not, everyone. We are not going to do anything with the manure because those millions of liters, everyone, will probably last part of a field, maybe. Again, and this goes back to another problem that is with Farming Simulator, if you ask me, everyone. The manure. It doesn't go far enough, or there's not enough of it. Depending on which way you want to go with that, everyone. Either A, there's not enough, or B, it doesn't go far enough. The spreading of it in the game, everyone, is probably somewhat accurate. Those you see manure on fields, it usually goes on pretty heavy. Farmers tend to put a lot of manure on the field, right? So that part of the game, everyone, is pretty accurate. What's probably not so accurate, everyone, maybe, is the amount of manure that is produced. A lot of times, everyone, farmers typically don't have necessarily a shortage of manure for fields. There's usually plenty of it to go around. The animals do a lot of poop. Yeah, unfortunately, the game, that's just not a thing. There's never enough manure. Even with 500 cows, there's no way we can keep up with putting manure on these fields. Now, another interesting point I should probably mention here, Jack says millions of liters. We don't technically have millions of liters, everyone, because the silo or the tanks or whatever you want to call them, they do fill up, everyone. So I technically only have 800,000 liters of liquid manure. Again, that's not going to go very far. We only got 100,000 liters of manure. 100,000 liters of manure. I could well, I don't know. Could we? I might be able to make one pass down this field. Maybe. Maybe one pass. And that's literally probably all the farther that manure would go. What we would have to do, or we would want to do, if we wanted to use the manure, is I would have to make sure we are continually emptying that and putting it into some sort of storage so that way we're not losing it, right? Maybe we better go run a quick Courseplay check once we get to the end of the field here, everyone. Just to make sure everyone's working. That's kind of something you need to do every now and then when you're running with the harvesters and Courseplay here. Again, there's several, at least for sure one situation where Courseplay, unfortunately, does not notify you if it's stuck or if it's stopped. So kind of have to go, just manually check that every now and then, unfortunately. So let's go do that here in a minute. Oh, speaking of animals, how are we looking at animals? Should have changed. Oh, it's 3 horses already. Wow. Oh, we actually got manure and slurry over here too, don't we? The slurry is not filled up yet. 157,000 liters of slurry. We do have 100,000 liters of manure, though. Oh, wow. Prices on, everything is going up. Yes, I'm glad we caught this. You folks remember what the price for wheat was? It was what? 1,000. It was almost 1,400 something, wasn't it? 1,367? Is that what it was? Whatever it was, Evan. It was 1,300 something, right? Now it's down to $457. Almost $1,000 drop. Actually, if you look at this one here, Evan, it is $1,000 drop. A $1,000 per ton drop in price. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everything is going up. Wow. Everything is going up. Ooh, cool. Doesn't show the horse, though, does it? Okay. Oh, wait, there it is. I was looking at the young horses. We need to look at horse. Wow. Yeah, literally everything is going up. Cool. Anyway, that's right. I was going to go check the harvesters here. Back to the menu for that. Let's see. How are you looking over here, actually? Yep, still call the menu. Cool. We'll leave him to it. Truck's running. Combine isn't, but the truck is. That one's not running at all. Let's see. Combine is running there. There's the truck. Okay, we're good there. And there should be one more. Oh, actually, you know what? You're done, aren't you? Cool. Let's get you off the field here real quick a minute. And I should be able to request a driver here. Perfect. Seeing as how I'm too lazy to drive over to Courseplay, then we'll have Courseplay come unload us, right? Seems like a great plan if you ask me. Oh, come on, Courseplay. Can you keep up? I guess not. Yes, the answer to that one is no. Or we'll get to the edge of the field, have a little stop, and let Courseplay catch up here. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's probably only going 14 miles an hour, so yeah, we're actually going faster than it, aren't we? Forgot about that one. Courseplay, I think, is limited. Is it 14 or 16 or something like that miles per hour on the field? So... Yep, 14 miles an hour. We could probably crank that up. So far, I'm just going to left the speeds at the defaults, though. You do have to be careful about that. At least in was it 15? I think it was 15. Maybe it was 17, too. Back in the days, their Courseplay would overshoot its target sometimes if you crank the speed up too much. So you had to be a little bit careful with that. Okay, we'll put this combine away here quick a minute. Again, this is like the one combine I do kind of sort of put away with the rest of the equipment here just because it is close to field 1. The rest of the equipment, no, it just stays by the field now. So much easier. Should have done that a long time ago. Okay, you can drive now. Hopefully you won't get stuck from here. Yeah, no, you should be good. Okay, back to planting. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Lock everything back on, turn everything back on, and we are back to planting here again. My console saying where you ended the course, you should have been further into the field. You need to see all the corners of the field. I think I'm just talking for field unload course. I think it's unload course is what he's referring to. So, okay. Not sure you need to see all corners of the field. Never heard of that rule before. That's interesting. Seth will say, like the video. Thank you very much for that. Tommy's got a pretty good comment here. Thought it was rather interesting. He makes some good points here. Yeah, I mean, I bet some of the game design must be because the developers wanted to put in something that keeps the player busy, even though it would not be practical or even something that would be done in real life. The meeting totally went like this. Steve has 10 cows. Steve gets by hauling water with 5,000-liter tank. Steve is happy. So yes, talking about the whole silliness, everyone, of having to manually transport water with a 5,000-liter, 7,000-liter tank in it, 6,000, whatever it is. But, 5,000-liter tank of water. But, like, I don't think farmers do this. At least farmers around here don't. Farmers around here have the water pumped straight to the tank. And typically we would have valves in them that automatically regulate the level of water in said tank. That's typically how water is done around where I live. Even the smaller farmers I want to do this. My grandpa had, I don't remember if he had the automatic valve. He might have to some extent, but at the very least have one, hose or pipe out the tank, turn the faucet on, let it fill. Typically how it's done. Pretty sure he had the automatic fill one too. He only had like a few cows, right? So, come on, game, farming simulator. Let's get with the times here, right? Anyway, I'm going to look, speaking of time there, looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So again, everyone, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.